reminder, this weekend we are springing ahead by 1 hour, so don't forget that. On the weather front, we're seeing snow, slush, and rain in parts of the state. Your Storm Watch team coverage starts right now. Allie Reed is in Thunderbolt 12, seeing some slick roads and wet weather, maybe snow as she moves north. First, let's check in with meteorologist Scott Sinkoff with the breakdown for us. Good morning, Scott.
Good morning, Della. Winter weather advisory is out for portions of Sussex and western Passaic counties. That goes until 10 o'clock this morning. We're dealing with snow, sleet, rain, difficult travel conditions across the state because of all of this. Lots of rain in central Jersey, down the shore, 195 up the Parkway. As you go towards 78, 287, that's where you see a little bit of that mixing. All depends upon those temperatures. Seeing those low to mid 30s over in Sussex and Morristown, and then we're also seeing the 30s and 40s right along the Jersey Shore. That's the warmer air coming across the region, as we are seeing that mixing line right along Route 78. So we are seeing more warm air to the south and east, colder air to the north and west that has already been producing accumulating snow. 2 to 4 inches have been reported in portions of Sussex County near Wantage, Ogdensburg, as well as towards Vernon. North Jersey seeing a decent amount of snow right now. A couple heavier bands right along Route 80 going up towards 206, Jefferson to Sussex, Stoke State Forest, Branchville as well. Then we're seeing a little bit of that mixing over towards Morristown, going down towards Bridgewater though. Heavy rain as well towards 195, Manalapan, Jackson, Wall, going towards Millstone too. So we are seeing lots of heavy rain, even some minor street flooding being reported along 195. We are seeing lots of clouds now, fog, 37 degrees, that mix of rain and snow over by the GWB. So definitely be prepared because things are a little bit slick out there on the roads. Driving conditions aren't that good across the state, but Allie Reed right now is out there on the way to Sussex County. How are the roads where you are, Allie?
Right, and Scott, you mentioned Morristown as one of those areas. That's actually where we're driving through currently. We're in Morris County. We just crossed over the area. Take a look at the roads right now. This is what we're looking like at the moment. Of course, we are still traveling northbound on 287, making our way north towards Sussex County, which, Scott, just as you mentioned, is where majority of that snowfall is currently, and again, where we're on our way to. Right now, we're just seeing kind of these wet roads, right? Obviously, you want to take it a little bit slower, getting behind the wheel this morning. On our drive to where we're headed right now, we noticed that when we left Middlesex County area and went into Somerset County, it changed from that rain to snow. So even parts of Somerset County, we're seeing a bit of that wintry mix that we like to talk about. Obviously, right now, we're kind of transitioning back into that snow period as we head north. Sussex County in particular, as you talked about, really could see snowfall until about 10 o'clock this morning. So that's something that we're certainly going to be on the lookout for. We're hearing that there might potentially be some power outages in that area, and really potentially in upwards of about 4 inches of snow, depending on where you're at throughout the region. Of course, that's something that we'll continue to follow throughout the morning as we make our way north. We will be checking in with you in about, let's see, maybe in about 10 minutes time. Hopefully we'll continue to see this wintry mix switching into that snowfall, and we'll have further updates for you in just a few minutes here as we continue to follow this snow this morning. In Morris County, Allie Reed, News 12 New Jersey.
Allie, before you go, did you see that truck that was flying past you all on the roadway on those wet roads this morning?
Della, and this is what I have to say. We just need to take it slow and steady. That's what wins the race, right?
Exactly. Slow and steady, and stay safe. Thank you. News 12's Allie Reed here on this Saturday morning. Speaking of the power outages, all the utilities say they are ready today. PSE&G telling us they're prepared. Crews are ready to go.
Because we had an advance notice of this incoming weather, we had made sure we've done our storm prep, made sure we have all the equipment we have all of our teams on standby to come in to help restore the power should there be any outages.
Remember to download the News 12 app to stay up to date on these conditions. You can find a link to your power company right there on that app. Right now, over 2,000 JCP&L customers are waking up without power. Most are up north in Vernon Township. 25 outages for Rockland Electric. PSE&G and Atlantic City Electric say less than 100. Governor Murphy says crews are focusing on those power outages and the roads. They were out ahead of the storm last night, getting a jump on things.
DOT is out there in I-78, I-280. Emergency Operations Center is monitoring it. The Board of Public Utilities, likewise, you never know. Could be gusty winds, which means potential power outages. And we always remind folks, don't assume the next guy's calling them in. Call them in yourself and don't go anywhere near a downed wire.
If your area does get snow, the governor encourages you to stay off the roads this morning. A Power and Politics exclusive, the family of slain Sayreville Councilwoman Eunice Junifor met with prosecutors. Former Assemblyman John Wisniewski is the legal advisor to the family. During an interview on New Jersey Power and Politics, he said the family met with investigators Wednesday, including Middlesex County Prosecutor Yolanda Chacon. They're not ready to say they've ruled out any motive in this case, including a political vendetta.
Could be anything at this point in time, whether it's personal with somebody that had a grudge or something to do with where she worked or maybe a decision she made. We won't know until there's further investigation done by the prosecutor's office. But they're terribly broken up. They want answers. They want justice for Eunice. And they're willing, they're offering whatever information they may have.
Wisniewski said investigators interviewed Junifor's husband, Pastor Easy Kings. Kings is a Nigerian citizen. Initially, he couldn't come to the U.S. due to visa issues, but spoke at Junifor's funeral last Saturday. You can see the full interview on New Jersey Power and Politics today and tomorrow. Local leaders now agree on when the abandoned Nabisco factory in Fairlawn will be imploded. The building sits a couple of 100 feet from residential homes. Neighbors are concerned about exposure to the asbestos in that building. News 12 New Jersey's Chris Keating with the latest.
I live right there. Are they going to cover my home? Are they going to protect my home?
Denise Coladis lives in the Iris Circle development in Glen Rock, which is right next to the 39-acre Nabisco property. She's been closely watching this demolition. Concerned about any asbestos that might be in the air, she's already covered her window with plastic while waiting for Glen Rock and Fairlawn officials to answer questions.
How long will we be evacuated for? I don't know. Where are we going? We don't know.
For the last 7 weeks, demolition crews have been pulling this factory apart piece by piece. But a planned implosion will finish off the Nabisco tower in one shot. From there, it's just cleanup. The building opened back in 1958, and for years it filled the air around here with the scent of Oreos and crackers being baked inside. The development company in charge is telling residents that abatement of asbestos in the building is taking place, and air quality is being monitored. However, these concerned neighbors want to see that data, proving that they are safe living in and outside of their homes. In Glen Rock tonight, I'm Chris Keating, News 12 New Jersey.
Officials in Howell issue an evacuation plan for residents in the event of a chemical fire. Hundreds of drums containing adhesives and asphalt were found at the former Compounders Inc. site on Marl Road. This after a fire there on site. Chopper footage shows us exactly what that site looks like. The EPA is meeting March the 21st to discuss a plan to remove that waste from the site. The agency says right now those who live nearby are not at risk. The Office of Emergency Management released an evacuation map for Farmingdale in case there's ever an incident at the site. The map shows all potential evacuation areas are within 1 mile of the cleanup area. This band would like to record a new song by the end of the year. Hear their story straight ahead in Spotlight New Jersey.
Welcome to the society. How do you do?
Also, a sneak peek at the new sitcom set in one town in Essex County.